Hi, I'm Mooncaster. I want to talk to you about empaths. If you are an empath, I'm going to give you some things that will help you understand a little more about what it is that you are and can do and feel. I am an empath. An empath is someone that can feel the emotions of the person that they're around so intensely that almost they're almost going through the same thing. It feels to them as though the emotions they're experiencing, sometimes it's hard for them to tell if it's their emotions or someone else's. I know I have that problem. Sometimes if I'm in a room full of people, I have so many different emotions coming at me at one time that there are times when I'm not sure whose is whose because it gets very confusing. I came across a few things that I thought explained it a little bit better than I can. When I'm talking to someone, I'm not just listening to their words. I'm listening to how they say something, their body language, their movements, their eyes. Number one, you can lie with your mouth, and you can lie with your body language, but you cannot lie with your eyes, and you cannot lie to an empath. You can tell them all day long that they're wrong, but they're always right. And that really drives people crazy because they don't like that. People can't lie to me. They may stand there and tell me that I'm wrong, but I know I'm not. I know I'm right. And I've proven it so many times that I don't even bother to try to explain it anymore. Somebody tells me they're not lying, and I know they are. I know they are. And I just don't argue with them. Silences. We can interpret silences. There's that uncomfortable silence. You can read things into that. There's that in between kind of silence where you want to say something, but you're not real sure if you should. We can read those too. We can see everybody has the same amount of light and dark inside them. Empaths emphasize the light that's inside. We feel things and understand things that nobody else does, and that's very hard to explain to other people. We have an unexplainable gift, but it comes at a cost, at a high cost, and a lot of cons. There's good and bad with everything. With empaths, there's a light and a dark side to that. The light side of it is that all we want to do is help to our own detriment most of the time. We are easily manipulated, used, abused, mistreated, because we allow that to happen, because we convince ourselves that it is for the higher good that we're doing whatever it is we're doing. we don't know what no is. Um, we spend a lot of our time alone. Some of it is because there's so many emotions out there that there comes we have to have downtime where we can just be quiet, where there's not anybody around, and there's not. Sometimes I just sit in the house with no radio, no anything on. I just want it to be quiet, just quiet. Because once I step outside that door or pick up the phone, it's not quiet anymore. Whoever I'm talking to, I feel and sense everything that they're going through. And it takes a toll on an empath. People don't know how to take us most of the time. Because we are nice all the time. We always are. Now, I have my days. Oh, trust me, I have my days. It's those dark days. What people don't realize about empaths is that when something emits a light, anything like the sun or a candle flame, it is burning from within. Okay. An empath, as I said before, emphasizes that light inside of them. And we use that light to help other people. We listen to their fears, and we listen to their sadness and their pain and their heartbreak, and we don't just deflect negative energy. An empath actually absorbs it within themselves. And then later we deal with it and get rid of it the best way that we can. We do that with every single person that we deal with. That can be very, very, very overwhelming sometimes. There have been occasions where I have literally run out of a room because there were just too many people. It was too much. It was so much that I thought I was going to faint. It was really funny because my husband at the time, he just knew that something bad was wrong. I didn't even know at the time that it was called being an empath. Okay. Oh, well, my TV just came on by itself. Ghost of Christmas, which one? Okay. Anyway, I'm not going up there right now. Shit. Anyway, where was I? Let's see. I lost my place. Let's see. When you meet an empath, people are always asking me, "Can you read me?" So what do you see? What do you see? I see what you are. I see who you are inside. I see the person that you cannot hide from. Um, it it's not a thing that or an instance in your life that I see. It's who you are, what kind of person that you are. Um, an empath has to talk to you for a few minutes. I mean, people, instantly think that you can just roll this shit out, but I have to sort through it because I don't know what it all means at first. I just get all these sensations at one time, and I have to figure out what they are. So when you come to me for a reading, it usually takes about an hour because I have to get you in here, get you calmed down, and get you to realize that I'm really do what I do and that I really know what I'm doing. So I get through all of that. And then we can actually sit down and get to work because I can't get inside your head until I get you calmed down. And that's how I have to work. Now, I don't know about other empaths. I just know about me. Let's see. Um, most, well, all empaths, and most especially me, um, we're known for we suffer in silence. People don't understand what it's like to have such intense emotions all the time, coming from everywhere. Um, but no matter how much we're fighting the darkness away, which is what we do on a constant basis, all the time, we're fighting off negativity, we're fighting off sadness, or we're fighting off some type of darkness. Okay, we do that just like we're breathing. That's exhausting. I'll go. There'll be times where I'll just stop. I have to stop for 3 or 4 days because it's just too much. They say that this world is not made for empaths because it's too cruel. Yes, we do see the world in a much simpler way than most people because we can't fathom, we can't understand why people are so hateful and want to hurt each other because you can't feel it the way we do. And we can't understand why someone would inflict that purposely on anything. Um, I can't watch the news. I don't watch the news. I can't watch extremely violent movies. I don't. I had to learn not to because it's too much. I can't handle it. Even though my logical brain knows that it's not real, it on that screen it's real. It's an emotion, and it's and forget the blood and gore stuff. Forget it. I ain't watching this stuff. um, so if you know someone who is an empath, try to try to see if you can imagine what it would be like to be that person. Um, Even though we're always by ourselves, we long for a companion. We long for people to be around that understand us and accept us just for who we are and not for what we can do or see. Believe it or not, that is very hard to find. Very hard to find. most of the time people can't take the constant back and forth of the emotions. Um, it causes a lot of upheaval in my personal life. It really does. Um, I still haven't learned how to control it all the time. When I feel things, I feel them extremely intensely. Loneliness is extremely intense. Um, I'm learning there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. But I'm always alone and I hate it. But then I don't like to be around a bunch of people all the time either. They wear me out. I don't. I'm not even a mall person because I don't. I can't do it. So I don't know if that helps any at all. Um, it's just me and how I deal with it, which I'm still learning because, like I said, I just now figured out that this is what it is that I can do. Um, it's a blessing and a curse, both. But then most things are, aren't they? There's a good side and a bad side to everything. But when I can use my ability to be able to take away the pain from someone else, and when they tell me that it works and that they're happier, what more is there? I mean, for the ones that I actually managed to do some good for, there's not a monetary value on that. And the things that it does to me just don't seem very important in the big picture because they really aren't. This gift that I have, I'll always use it. And it'll always give me hurt, but I'll still use it because out of the 10 people that hurt me, maybe there's that one in there that I'm actually able to get through to and help just a little bit. And if I can do that, then it's all worth it. It's all worth it. And I would still do it again because I like to help people. Um, when I say that to people, they look at me really funny, like they can't believe I really mean it, but I really do. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to be able to help someone, to be able to stop their fear or stop their pain or their sadness or, whatever. I can't think of any higher calling. So that's what it's like to be an empath, good, bad, and in the middle. If you are one, God bless you. Hang in there. Learn to use some protections. Learn to limit your exposure. Learn to find out what your triggers are so that you can avoid those. Mine are holidays. Not good, not easy, really bad. Um, but I get through it. And sometimes it's 1 second at a time I'm getting through it. But I get through it. We all can. We can all do it. Um, if you're an empath and you have questions, then by all means contact me through mooncasters.com or through my email address, mooncasters@yahoo.com. Uh, it's a very difficult life to have to live. It is. But you can do it, and you can be very happy. You just have to learn a few things that you need to avoid, um, and learn some things to do that will help get you through the times when they're hard. Um, like I do, I avoid the news. I avoid anything violent, anything negative, forget it. Now, I do like ghost adventures, so I do watch a lot of ghost stuff. I like scary stuff, but I don't like the blood and guts stuff, so um, pay attention to your emotions, whatever it is you're going through at the moment. Don't listen to music that's going to exacerbate that problem. Don't watch movies that's going to exacerbate that problem. Um, because it's just going to make it worse, and you don't want that. So do something that's going to have the opposite effect. Uh, that's what I do. Learn to treat yourself good. We don't know how. We don't. And people fuss at me all day long. I should do this for me. I should do that for me, but I don't. And I'm like every other empath. We're all the same. We do it and keep doing it, and we'll keep doing it no matter what we're going through. But try and understand that inside, what you see on the outside may be calm and composed. What's going on the inside is like a hurricane just going around constantly. It never stops. Um, it's hard to deal with. It is. Um, but you can. You just do. I get a lot of young people nowadays that are discovering that they are empathic, and some carry charms, carry crystals, whatever helps. So, if I can do anything, give me a call. This is Denise Church, owner of Mooncasters. Have a good day. Bye.